What's up, family? Let me get myself together. All right. What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Samantha Lee. Let me get everything together here. Looking crazy. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Great to see you guys. Let me move this pillow. What is up, family? It's so good to see you guys. Hello. What's up? Jason, Crimson Flame, Larry Peoples, Lanaya, Kenneth, Antoine, Only Legends Allowed, Antoine, Tavares. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show tonight, you guys. I know this is an impromptu Zoom, so whoever joins can join, but it's great to see you guys. And y'all already know it's your girl, Samantha Lee, and we are answering questions tonight, okay? So I do want to say hi to everybody. I will not be on. Y'all know Sam like basketball. So Sam is definitely going to be tuning off at 8 o'clock. I'm going to get me some snacks and get my spirit together so I can watch this game. Okay? So I can watch this game, you guys. So you already know what time it is. But let me just say hi to everybody in the chat. Let me say what's up to you guys in the chat. Steven says, what's up, Sam? Hurricane said, what's up? Congrats on a great presentation. Thank you so much. It was a project, you guys, that I've been planning for 6 months with my company. It was a challenge they had presented to me, and I am not a planner, but I was like, okay, we'll take it on. And so, you know, I'm just like, okay, all right, it is what it is. We're going to go through it. Sam's going to do it. I know that we can do it. So I, you know, and that's what I did. And I thank God for it. You know, I thank God for it because I grew a little bit mentally, emotionally. So, I don't think it's going to be Mavs in 5 now, y'all. We'll see what the game is tonight, but I think the Celtics may take this one. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be no daggone sweep. I'm not doing that with y'all, though. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. I think the Celtics want this just as although I love, I do like what Kyrie and Luka doing over there on that side. I see them coming together, even with PJ Washington and Gafford. So I love that. I love what's going on with the cohesiveness of the group. We didn't see that before the All-Star break. So seeing what's happening now and how they're gelling together is really a beautiful thing to see. But I definitely think that the Celtics, I think the Celtics are gonna come out here and play. I think they hungry, y'all. I think they hungry. So I don't know. This is going to be a good, I'm believing this is going to be a good series. It's going to be a good series because both of them want it for good reasons. And I think it's going to be good. Ain't gonna be no sweep. I don't believe it's going to be a sweep. No, I don't think it's going to be no sweep now. I'm sorry. It's just not, I don't believe that. But they're both hungry. To your point, they're both hungry. Tatum do be disappearing. Porzingis, not sure with the injury. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Him returning from injury. But you guys, you know, when you have that adrenaline going, you see people play. Luka technically hurt right now. Okay, let's not forget that. Luka technically hurt. He's playing through an injury, and he's playing well through an injury. And I think modern medicine today, I think Porzingis is going to show up. And I don't know. I think the Celtics hungry enough. We'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. But, of course, it's not a basketball podcast. This is not a basketball podcast. However, I think the Celtics might take it. Tatum do be disappearing, but if he doesn't disappear, it's not Tatum balling out, y'all. It's not just about Tatum. Y'all don't believe all the media. If y'all watch these games, if y'all really be watching these games, you see that they've got a couple of threats on the Celtics. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Y'all be acting like Jaylen Brown don't be out here balling. Let's start there. Y'all be acting like he show up every night. Hell or high water. Drew Holiday is in the building as well. Let's not do that. Al Horford was great in this last series. So let's not play these games, y'all. Let's not play these games. Anyway, guys, besides the point, bad boy, come on now. We already know what time it is. Tatum, y'all, Callidius, I don't know how to say your name, but let me tell you something. Tatum shows up. Yes, I think that if they have Tatum shows up, which I believe Tatum's going to show up. I believe Tatum's showing up. I think Tatum's going to show up. I think they all going to show up. Celtics have shown themselves throughout the series. Obviously, during the regular season, they had the best record. I think that they are going to show up. They have the capacity to show up. They've rested, and they're going to show up tonight. I think it's going to be what it is. I think that the Celtics have more players. I think they got more players, honestly. Mavs got players, but so does the Celtics. Celtics, I mean, if you look at the statistics, you would see that they arguably have one of the best benches and starting five. So, I mean, that's just what I think. What I think, you guys. What I think. What am I going to say? It's only Sam that watches ball. Probably too much, more than people know. But anyways, besides the point. No, I'm not a Mavericks fan. I've actually been arguing for the Celtics today. So I wouldn't say I'm like a fan for any specific team, but I like watching basketball. I used to get my anxiety used to be too much with certain teams. I used to be a real Celtics fan. That's when like Paul Pierce was playing and Kevin Garnett was playing. So that's like back then. But now I'm not a fan of anybody. I just like the game and I root for whoever, like that's just what it was. I didn't want the Pacers to win. That's for sure. But that's besides the point. Besides the point, I'm not going to get into that today, guys. We are talking about the Q&As, the questions that you guys asked me. So I do have questions that you guys submitted to me. Well, like Lanai asked me, y'all in the chat, if I could play ball with any player, who would I like to play with? I don't play ball. I can't play basketball at all. I can't play basketball at all. So I wouldn't want to play with no player. However, I do think that I'd be a great podcaster of some sort. Somebody can have me on a show and I can like host it or something. I could be somebody's version of Molly. Or I can interview the players on the court. Just tell me. I just don't know the names of plays. Like, I don't know the names of like specific, like, you hear the, man-to-man and screen and, just different things. Like, it's one of those things. So I don't know those names of like plays, but I know enough like about what I see and I can argue my point. I know enough that I can argue my point. So I couldn't say I would want to play with anybody for real. I don't know if I could be I don't know if ESPN, I feel like ESPN sportscasters have to be like educated. Like they go on and they are professional, y'all. They know how to say what they're saying. Y'all know already from me that I'm not the one that, y'all already know from me the way that I speak. I don't speak that, I don't know the wording I'm looking for, but I would love, can y'all see me like at the games, interviewing with the little microphone on on the floor. Can y'all see me do that? My shirt says more than just pretty, y'all. More than just pretty, representing tonight. That's why we're wearing it. I could go. Can y'all see me on the floor interviewing? I would be such a great interviewer. Just tell me. I feel like I could really, I could be there. And I really think I could get a great interview. I really believe that. I do believe that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different people. So we'll see. Maybe one day ESPN will be like, Sam, we would like to have you to come and talk. I'd be like, okay. Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to fly to? Where do you want me to go? Knicks? I used to be a Knicks fan too. I'm from New Jersey. Anyway, guys, that's besides the point. We are not here. Obviously, we have I love that you guys are so supportive of me just saying whatever I'm saying. I definitely think I could be on sports podcast. I think I'd be great. Because I love it. I love watching basketball. I don't play it. I don't play it. And that's where I think I fall short. Okay, so somebody, and I don't like it if I'm hoping that you're not trolling, but somebody wrote in the chat if somebody cheated on them, should they unalive themselves? I don't take that as a joke. Definitely, if you need, listen, I think Pam is a moderator tonight. I'm not sure if Pam's on. Anybody who is a moderator tonight, please reach out to this person and send them the resources to speak to someone that there's a hotline number that you can text and call if you are considering unaliving yourself. But I don't play games like that. Do not make any permanent decision off of a temporary issue. Do not make any permanent decision off of a temporary issue. You don't understand. I've been cheated on, and y'all, I think I am here as living proof that it's okay. You will get through it. It does get better. It does get better. The days do get brighter. There's no reason at all for something that, yes, I remember when I was cheated on years ago, and I had to deal with that. I moved on. My life is better now. I don't even think about that situation anymore. Like, I grew. So don't allow something in that moment that feels so heavy cause you or drive you to a decision that you can't undo. You cannot undo that. So I just want you to know that there is hope. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and all peace so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Do not allow anybody, any human being, that kind of power. No mere mortal is worth that. All right, guys. So that's that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to answer some of these questions because I did say that I was going to give you guys about an hour of my time today. So we're going to go through it, okay? Everybody going to show up, Cameron? What does that mean? Okay. Trayshawn, anybody that wants to submit a question that hasn't already done so, please go ahead and if you want to submit it, go ahead, hit the super chat or super chat it up. I'm going to submit the questions that were submitted before the show, but obviously if you do a super chat or anything like that or a Cash App, I will answer your question. If I see your question, I want to answer it, I will, but I really want to give priority to the questions that were submitted already. However, if you have a question, super chat it, and I will definitely answer it for you. That's how we get it going. Again, if you, I want to thank everybody that hits the Cash App. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single person that has supported me with the show. I really do. Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all have I can't even put it into words, and I'm not going to. But I just appreciate y'all, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it hard sometimes to come on here? Absolutely. Am I tired sometimes? Absolutely. But I love y'all, and I love what I do. I wouldn't do anything else. If I could do this all day, I would. If I could just be one of those people that just stream or whatever, I would. I would just be on here with you guys all day. I really would, because I enjoy this. I enjoy this interaction. So I just want to thank you guys. We love we love y'all. We love. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I mean that. I love y'all. Okay. And God loves y'all. And so I don't want anybody to make any decision that is snap, that is haste, that they cannot reverse over somebody that may not matter in 2 years from now. Honestly. Okay. If you guys want to hit the the Cash App, you can go ahead and love Samantha Lee. If you guys want to do the chats, you can do the super chat or the super stickers or whatever you guys decide to do. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all of it. Thank you so much. Okay. So getting into it. Also, you guys, I apologize for being late. I was actually, yes, a community is key. That's why we have this community. I was late because I'm watching my brother's dog, and she needed my love. I feel like she needed my love. So I even came up with a song for her. I said, I'm not going to tell you the song, but I came up with a song for her so she could be happy. So that was part of what I was doing, was making dogs happy. Trayshawn, again, like I said, you can send a super chat, you can Cash App, whatever, to submit a question. No problem. I will answer. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay, guys. First question. Do you think feminism is going out of control and making relationships difficult? Do I think that feminism is out of control and going out of control and making relationships difficult? I think the new age feminism is. And I'll tell you why. Because I think that now, guys, when I was in school, I talked about this yesterday. I went to UGA with these with a group of kids that we were able to take. And I was a psychology major and a women's studies minor. And I very much, in all intents and purposes, 10 years ago, I was a feminist as far as what they would consider that. I was marching for women's rights in the state of Georgia. I went to Capitol Hill and advocated for the safe harbor laws to be passed. And so I absolutely was doing things for young women. I think new age feminism goes against some of my morality, as far as, I don't think it's in any woman's best interest to be promiscuous. I just don't. I don't think that gives you that's not empowering. I don't think some of the things that we're promoting as empowerment is disempowering. I don't agree with it. Part of the reason why I have a platform is for that reason. And so I think that, yes, feminism in the past, when it was talking about like having the right to vote and having being, equal pay for equal education and experience. Absolutely. I shouldn't just be paid less because I'm a woman, or just based upon the fact that I'm a woman, but just those type of differentials. When we're talking about, you shouldn't call me, because I'm promiscuous, I shouldn't be labeled as anything because that's what men do, or any of these things that we try to do in a biological way. Like, we are not men. And I think that that's beautiful that we're not. I am happy that I'm a woman. I like being a woman. I like my body as a woman. I like my face as a woman. I like my voice as a woman. I enjoy being a woman. I enjoy that. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to compete with men. I have my own lane. And I think that at this point in time, there's some times where it can come across as competition. Sometimes it doesn't. But I do think that a lot of women today, some of the things I've seen, some of the things I hear, it's very much like we're calling it feminism, but it's like hating men or coming across as hating men. When feminism wasn't about hating men, it was about rights. It was about equal rights. That's all. It was that's what it was. It wasn't about, tearing men down and shaming men in order to lift women up. That's not what it was. I don't agree with that direction. I also don't agree with it becoming like, oh, well, women shouldn't be labeled or women shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that. I get all of not wanting to be labeled, but at the end of the day, if you're doing a behavior, just like if men were doing a specific behavior, we call them names. If women are doing specific behaviors, men have a name for that. You can call it, if you want to paint it pink, you can paint it pink. But in my opinion, I think that new age feminism, I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the ideals. And therefore, I do think that it has hurt modern relationships, modern dating. I think it's very hard to connect. I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, I think that a lot of men nowadays, when I was, about 10 years ago, men were pursuing women. Men had no issue with that. They were like, hey, listen, I'm good with, the rejection aspect of it. I can handle this, blah, blah, blah. Men, if they wanted you, they came after you. Nowadays, because of how women are like taking a part of it. And y'all, I just saw this post, which is crazy to me. I just saw this post where a man was like, I guess pretending to be a woman in the post. And he was saying that, I don't, when a man called this, pretend woman. And again, this is not a man that was, he's playing a role. It was a joke for a video. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. And he was, as a joke, was saying, this woman was on the phone and she was just like, the guy's like, well, I haven't heard from you in like 8 months. And she was like, yeah, well, you told me you weren't interested in a relationship. He's like, well, you still couldn't call me. You couldn't text me. And she was like, well, no, you said you didn't want the same things. And he was like, but yeah, but you still couldn't text me. And it was like, why? When I was growing up, y'all, my stepdad and my dad was like, a man will pursue. A man pursues. You don't chase him. You don't call him. He initiates. He pursues. That is a man's job. That is how I was taught. Now, it's like certain men want to be pursued. Certain men want to be in because they feel like they're the prize. They're offering a lot. They feel like, okay, I'm going to need you to come at me because I'm the prize. So chase me, baby, because I'm that. I was never taught that. I was never, ever taught that. And so I think that because of how women have shifted their gears, if it's a guy that they feel like they're going to pursue, they're going to put themselves out there. They're going to throw their lob. They're going to shoot their shot. I think more women I see shooting their shot than not. So to me, it changed the entire dating dynamic so that we don't know where we sit. We don't know where we are in this game. There's some men that are saying, like, listen, I'm the prize, baby. Come at me. I think you cute. Okay. Now do what you going to do with it. Are you in the DM? Are you going to... I wasn't taught that, y'all. And maybe it's because I'm from the South or I live in the South now. I've been living in the South since I was 14 years old. Maybe it's because the way my stepdad raised me or my dad raised me, all of those things. I think it's different now. And so because of that, do I think that the modern wave of feminism has taken things in a different direction? Absolutely. Because now women talking about soft life, and that means that they want to be sponsored and the guy taking care of them. Like, we don't believe in ambition, healthy ambition, keeping it in control. We don't believe in, there's so many different aspects of it, but I would honestly say, I think that the way that the movement has gone, especially on social media, what it looks like, we've gone left. Let me just say that I think we've gone left. So I would say it is getting out of control. And I would say it's making relationships difficult. I would agree with that. Someone said, Ari, appreciate you in your post. Thank you. Love your post. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How do I know when a connection is genuine? Someone asked me, how do I know when a connection is genuine? Time. I think that here's the thing. The first thing I will say to a man, as far as trying to figure out what is genuine, is like meet up with somebody, catch their energy, trust your gut. Okay. I think when you meet somebody in person, you catch a vibe with them. I think that will tell you a lot. Even getting on the phone with somebody, it will tell you a lot. But it's about having, catching that vibe, seeing what it is. And people tell on themselves. People tell on themselves. So over time, somebody is going to show you what they really are on. Like, you're going to know. You know, if someone is not genuine, they're going to show. If you're paying attention, you're going to know that they're not genuine. You're going to know that they're not in it for the right reasons. If you're taking a woman out on a date and the first thing she says is, oh, you got to take me to this restaurant, and it got to be a 5-star restaurant, a 4-star restaurant, whatever that may be, for the first time. If you're not taking me to no 5-star restaurant, we don't need to be going out. Okay, that's a red flag. There's an intention. Somebody's asking you within the first month to pay a bill. Or someone, it seems to be, you know, oh, are you going to take me shopping? Can you take me to the mall? Like, people tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. It will reveal itself. I think that today we think that, oh, it's going to be so hidden. But if you guys are seeing this being played out on TikTok, I guarantee you it's going to be positive. I mean, it's not positive. It's going to be obvious. It will be obvious. If you're seeing it on daggone TikTok and they're recording themselves as they're being superficial, you will absolutely know. Trust your discernment. You will absolutely know when there's intentions behind it. Okay? All right. I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps. Good morning, Miss Sam. I have 2 questions. Are you single? And okay. Let's move on to the next question. Can men and women be best friends? I say no. I think to me, y'all, I think men and women can be platonic friends. I do believe that is possible. I think it is possible for men and women to be platonic friends. I think that they can. I have a friend of mine that's a male that I don't know if I consider him a best friend anymore like that. I consider him family. Honestly, I consider him family. Him and his wife, with their 2 children, their 2 beautiful children that I consider my niece and my nephew. They come to my family functions. They have been a part of. They're like family. They are an extension of our family. They're around my real brothers. Like they're just. I mean that's. And he was my male best friend from high school. So nothing has ever happened. Nothing has ever happened between me and that man. We have always been friends, only friends. And so I think it's possible. I think that when he got married, I got married, we definitely had a disconnect. We don't talk on the phone like that. We don't text. We're not in constant communication. There are definite boundaries because I was at one point married and he is married now. And so for me, like when you're dealing with somebody who's in a relationship or married or anything like that, there are certain boundaries and respect that needs to be given. I know in my own personal relationship, there was things that my ex-husband, there was things that he wanted for me to do. There was certain ways he wanted me to conduct that relationship. And so I definitely didn't, I followed those rules. That's my spouse. So at that point in time, however he wanted that to look, that was that. And there was no question about it. I wasn't going to be like, nah, I'm going to talk to him every day. I'm going to do this, that, and third. No, if that's what he wanted, I did that because that was my spouse. And his opinion and his perspective on what he wanted from me mattered to me more. Right? It mattered to me more. So somebody asked me in the chat, which I think is an interesting question. What do you say about a girl? What do you say about a girl who's pregnant for 8 weeks at her ultrasound, but the guy has only been with her for 6 weeks together, though? Well, then that sounds like that sounds like something he need to be looking into. If a woman has been pregnant, who's pregnant for 8, if a woman says she's been pregnant for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, she only been with this guy for 6 weeks. There's a thorn in the bush. Okay, obviously something is not right. Correct? There is a burning bush that is speaking to us. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, there's a burning bush. A woman who's pregnant for 8 weeks, but she only been with old boy for 6. Thorn in the bush. If I was him, I'm sorry. I'm getting a test, baby. I'm getting a test. I am getting a test, baby. I am getting a test. If it was my brother, the math ain't mathing, Lanaya. Come on with it. Hold up. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing, baby. Speak it. The math ain't mathing. We gonna have to exit stage left, beloved. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. Y'all hear me? The math ain't mathing. We gonna have to exit stage left. Okay? Okay. Look at the date of conception now, y'all. Let's not play these games. Let's not play these games. Okay. Why do females get mad? Why do females get mad when you walk away when she tells you that she just want to be friends? Why do females get mad when you walk away when she tells you that she just wants to be friends? Here's what I have to say to that, beloved. If you don't want to be her friend, walk away. Let her be mad. I think women like the attention. Like I said, women love to be desired. We desire to be desired. And that can 100% be something that gets in the way of a woman, thinking about somebody else's self-interest, because she's like, oh, I just want you to be around. If that is not what you desire, if you don't desire a friendship with this particular person, then you have every right. You have every right to make a decision that benefits you. If you don't want to be friends with her, that's actually making you a real man. That's you standing on business. Don't let her being upset with you stop you from doing what you need to do. She only want to be a friend and you want to be more than a friend. You ain't looking for more friends. Then you keep walking away. You keep doing what you got to do for you. She's only mad because she's not getting that dopamine hit of a man desiring her every day. There was something that you were doing that was stroking her ego, and she don't want that to end. Let it end. You ain't nobody's ego stroking person. You don't want nothing with me. I'm not going to sit here and give you my attention for free. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, you exit stage left. Your attention is expensive, and you don't need to waste it on anybody that does not see you in the same light. If y'all are not aligned, if you are not on the same page about what you desire, that's fine. You walk away. You don't even feel like you got to ask something else. Let her be mad. What's she going to say? Oh, so we can't be friends? Absolutely not. I wasn't in this for a friendship. I see men do that all the time. They really desire something more. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Back to what you don't understand. Once you walk away, that person, that woman is going to put you on a pedestal because she's going to say, oh, he stood on business. There's a certain level of respect that we get. I see men that stick around even though the woman doesn't want the same things they want. They want to be friends. Okay, be friends. All right, be friends and what? Where are we now? Now that I need you. Tears on my pillow. Where are you now? Where are you now? No, guys, you have to stand on business. You have to stand on business. That's what women respect. Women respect men that stand on business. If you want more, then you stand on that. Don't be friends, quasi friends. I'm here. I've seen men like chase that you chasing you twirling in the wind. You getting hurt every time she starts getting with another dude. You're the shoulder to cry on. For what? What's the point? What's the point? Don't do it to yourself. Do what you got to do. Sometimes when you do things that are in your best interest and it's not in their best interest, it shows what they're really about. It shows what they're really on. And if I was a woman that was in your situation, well, I am a woman. If I was the woman in your situation, then I would be saying to myself, okay, he probably needs to do that. In fact, I expect a man, if we're not on the same page, if we end up hanging out and we're not where we need to be, if this is not what I don't see myself with this person, I expect a man to fall back. That is normal. Okay? I'm not tripping about that. It is what it is. So for a person to say, oh, I don't want you, but I still want you here in the capacity I want you. No, kick rocks, big ones. Don't deal with that. No, I'm sorry. That probably wasn't that Christian of me to say, but I'm just saying. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super stickers, y'all. Thank you for the support. I love y'all. I love y'all. Now she's okay, Jay Glorious. I think I've said enough about this, but I'll answer this for you again. Now she is 12 weeks at her second ultrasound, but now the guy's 10 weeks with her. Should he leave without question? No, he shouldn't leave without question, because I will say an ultrasound is an estimation. It's not 100%. So this might be his child, it may not be. It's all estimated. But what I will say is that I would probably not be dealing with her on a romantic level though. But I have some questions. So I would be honest about the fact that there are some questions. But like I said, ultrasounds are only an estimation. They're estimating what it looks like in the picture. They don't really know. They don't know until that baby comes, until a test can be completed. So would I abandon ship and it might be your child? No, you'll regret that later. You want to show up for a potential child of yours. Okay. And even Jay Glorious, you got to think about, did this man on the first night, went unprotected with a woman he barely know? That's not wise, family. That is not wise. Y'all, people, I don't know what's going on today. That is not wise. Not wise at all. Okay? Let me keep going. Okay. Let me keep going. We don't need to be going unprotected with a woman. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. I used to work in a jail and prison system as a mental health person at the jail and prison system. Okay? And I would do assessments. And when I would do assessments, there would be people that would come in. And when they would come in, they would have to let me know what other issues they had, because I was a part, or I worked in conjunction with the actual health department. We were all under the same umbrella. So I'm asking health questions about whether they have pre-existing conditions that we need to know about in the system. One of those questions that we would ask was about STDs. You do not know how many women would write down, and men that looked absolutely healthy from the outside, would write on a piece of paper that they had HIV, or they had full-blown AIDS. They had different things that would affect their partner, and their partner did not know. Okay. I saw this over and over again, so much so that we had a conversation, because I was the intern at the time. We had a conversation amongst interns like, this is crazy. This is crazy. How many people are sleeping around with other people unprotected and have an active HIV diagnosis? Some of y'all are only worried about getting somebody pregnant. There are bigger fish to fry. You can have an STD for the rest of life that you've got to explain to somebody else. So please wrap it up. I don't care what it looks like, how good it looks. You don't know what people have going on with them. Please wrap it up, y'all. If you're going to be out here, be wise about it. All right. Are you looking forward for the return of Lord Jesus Christ? I used to be happy in glory. Used to fill my soul when I was preached on. Pray for me. You know what, Kenneth? When I start feeling a certain kind of way spiritually, because I've had those moments, especially these last couple of weeks, y'all, when I've been stressed. I'm not going to lie to you. These last 6 months of me, like, this planning situation really was challenging for me. I'm not going to lie. And there was a lot of other things that were happening that accumulated and made me feel like it was just heavy. Like I couldn't breathe. It was like a brick on my chest. Like just a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. I don't even want to cry right now, but lots of pressure on me for a multitude of reasons, not just the planning. Obviously, planning is what it is, but there was a lot of things on me. And because of that, I felt like it was harder for me to connect with God and be excited about my relationship with God. And so a lot of times that meant for me that I needed to take time in solitude to really pray and connect with God. I needed to worship. I needed to get into gratitude. There's in Philippians 4:13, we talk about the verse a lot that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But the first part of that verse is where Paul is saying that I found out the secret in living in the worst of conditions and in the best of conditions. He said, I've learned the secret of how to be content no matter what was going on. And then the verse came, I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He wasn't talking about running a race. He wasn't talking about getting the job. He wasn't talking about any of those things. What he was saying was, in order for me to find contentment, in order for me to find joy, in order for me to be okay with where I am in life, whether nothing else happens or it does, the only way I was able to do it through Christ who strengthens me. That verse is taken out of context a lot, but all he was talking about was the strength to be content no matter what was going on in his life. And so, Kenneth, I encourage you to just get into a solitude with God, play that worship music. I always play 3 songs and start thanking God for everything that he's done. Get into a place of gratitude. Gratitude and anxiety can't live in the same moment. It takes 2 different, like if you're anxious, start being grateful. It literally takes you out of the mood of anxiety. And that, I think that's a spiritual thing because it's talked about in the Bible. But just start connecting with what God has already done in your life. Thanking him for the ways he's already shown up. And allow him to fill your presence and give you the strength to be content in this moment, to be excited about him in this moment. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Nicola, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. Thank you, Nicola, again. Thank you, Nicola, again. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you. All right. Next question. Hi, Sam. What life event led you to Jesus? I'll be honest with you guys. I was going through a college situation. There was things going on with my family, things going on with I was in a relationship at the time, and As I said before, it was a toxic one. And then I was, like I said, family that still feeling the pressure to perform. And I just had a moment where I needed God. I needed God in a way that I never needed him. I got connected with a pastor, or it was like a youth, college Bible study group. And I went to meet with this young lady, and I told her how heavy it felt, how life had just felt so crazy. And there was just so much going on in my life that I just didn't know what to do. And we prayed the prayer. I remember sliding against the wall, just crying and saying, I just want peace. That at that point, I never knew peace. I never knew peace. And I wanted to know peace. And she let me know that was a fruit of the Spirit. And I accepted Jesus at that moment. So it was a bunch of different experiences that kind of piled on top of each other to where I started my journey with God. And it was y'all, if I was to talk about my whole story, it's a crazy story. But God, but God. Okay. Thank you, John Alexander. Thank you, John Alexander. He says, wish I could give more often, but your podcast and lives really blessed me, especially the one, my enemy, my inner me. Very good, John. Thank you so much. Thank you. And y'all, I do have a live that's coming out, a podcast that's coming out tonight, tomorrow morning, and it's called The Infection of Perfectionism. And so you guys go ahead and watch that podcast, or listen to it, should I say. It's really good. My enemy is the inner me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next. Any advice on helping a 12-year-old girl who lost both of her parents? My advice is to get that young lady into therapy. Get her into some grief group. Get her into something. It's a very, very, very important, y'all. When you're dealing with something like that, losing both parents, that is hard to conceptualize. It is traumatic beyond measure. And when you're having, I talked to you guys about this before, but trauma, your brain, if you look at your brain as like a filing cabinet or a bedroom, if you look at it like that, everything has to be filed in the right cabinets for your brain to work optimally. When trauma happens, your brain doesn't have a compass for how to process trauma. It doesn't know where to put it in your brain. So what happens is it just kind of stays there. Or they kind of, if you think about a room, it just kind of throws it underneath the bed or in the closet to make it clean and functional, but it's not functional at all. Okay. And what therapy does, it helps process it and put it in the right drawers so that when you come into the room or you come into the bedroom, you can find the t-shirt. When we throw all this stuff in the closet, you can't necessarily find the shirt, the pants, the dress, the outfit that you're looking for. So when you decide to go to therapy, it puts the shirt in the right drawer so that when you go to the drawer, you're able to find the shirt. And so I think that it's very, very important for someone that goes through any type of trauma, especially that type of trauma, to get into some type of therapy, some type of grief group, some type of counseling, something intensive, in order for this young lady to process this well. Because even if she's acting okay, that's what our brain does. Our brain just shoves everything around so the room looks clean, but it's not clean. Okay? I got some super chats, so let me do this. Okay, somebody said, okay, I'm asking if you are awaiting his return. We are all waiting his return, Kenneth. All of us. All of us are waiting his return. I'm sorry, the last message you said, I used to be happy and glory used to fill my soul. I used to be happy and glory used to fill my soul when it was preached on. Pray for me. So I'm sorry. I assumed when you said you used to be happy and glory used to fill my soul, when it was preached on and pray for me, I thought that meant that you're no longer happy about that. That's why I said what I said. I misinterpreted this particular sentence, and I apologize for that. I am awaiting his return, as we all are. Thank you, Ivan, for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do a round. Let's do a round. MJHSTYL. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for always supporting me, MGH. I wish you told me your name on one of these lives, but I just do MJHSTYL. Thank you so much, sir, for your support, your love. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. You did a video about how a healed woman can repel certain men. Yes. Is this the same for men? Will a whole unbroken man repel certain women? Yes. Yes. I think that, y'all, I think that there are people. I think that there are I think everything is spiritual. Let's start there. People call it energy. People call it vibes. I call it spiritual. All right. I think it's all spiritual. And so there are certain spirits that know, okay, I can't, if someone is unbroken and whole, there are certain things that they're not going to go for that somebody who is broken, who isn't whole, is not going to go for, right? So I think that there's going to be women that want to take advantage. There are women that are going to want to connect with a familiar spirit. There are women that only identify with being somebody who's just as toxic as them. They like the drama. They like the chaos. You're going to repel that woman because she wants the chaos. She wants the drama, right? So I would say, yes, absolutely. You being whole, you being unbroken is definitely going to repel women. And here's what I want you to know, John, and this is what I want every man on here to know. Sometimes when somebody rejects you, sometimes when somebody says that you're not their person, thank God for that. Because sometimes that outer shell may look absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous, but their inner person is going to suck the life out of you. There's going to be somebody that is going to take from you and not give. That their rejection was actually God's protection. So understand that, yes, there are people that are not going to want you because of what's within you, because you're healed, because you're not broken, because you're not going to go for some of the things that they're going to go for, because you're a protected child of God, because you are a man of God. And because you are a man of God and because you are a child of God, there is a Holy Spirit. There is a beings that are protecting you from certain energies, from certain spirits. Thank God for that. And as good as it may look on the outside, you have no idea what's going to be on the inside. And sometimes your light irritates somebody's demons. Sometimes your light irritates somebody's spirit. So they don't want to connect with you. Because it may be too much. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to. And you got to let it go. That's why I preach this a lot, you guys. I say, don't force nothing to fit. You don't know why it doesn't fit. It may have looked like the most impressive person, may look like the most gorgeous person. It may look like, oh, they're perfect. They fit the puzzle, but you have no idea who that person is behind closed doors. You have no idea what kind of spirits that they're dealing with. We're seeing that all over the media now, y'all. We're seeing so many different people that are being exposed. That on the outside, it looks so good. But on the inside, they were tormented. And they were tormenting because they were tormented. And so there are people that have predatory spirits that are looking for somebody just to take from them. Just to take and take and take and take. So if your spirit irritates somebody so much that they got an exit stage left, let them. Let them go. Let them walk away. Let them go. Don't force nothing to fit just because it seems like it's right. just because it looks like it's right, because on paper it makes sense. Y'all, I have met people that on paper we would make so much sense, but in real life, real life, we don't align. We're not on the same page. What I want and what they want are two different things. And as perfect as it may seem, like, oh, you know what? If we walk into a room together, we about to shut this place down. If we was to get together, us combined, we could shift the atmosphere of the world. You know, you can think that, but then you get back down to the nitty gritty of like, who are they? And God knows them better than you ever could. So let them go. Let them lose you. Let them lose you. Thank you, Nikolai. I see a cash app that just came in. Daryl, thank you. Daryl wrote, for Sam, you so pretty. You got me smiling at work every day. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for the support, even outside of the show. Y'all watch the show on the replay, and you guys will sew, and it means so much to me, y'all. It really, really do. It means so much to me. I love y'all. 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 Thank you guys. Okay. Let me go back over here. All right. God cares about my love life. So why am I still single? Somebody asked me, God cares about my love life, Sam. So why am I still single? So guys, I want you guys to know this. When God created Adam and Eve, right? What you find in the beginning of the story is that when the curse fell on man, Eve did what she did, Adam did what he did. The curse that was put on women, or what God said that would happen to women, is that your desire will be for your husband. That's what it says. Your desire will be for your mate. That will be your desire. And y'all, he ain't never lied. That is our desire. That's what we crave. We crave our connection. We crave a relationship with somebody. We crave that. That's the desire that God gave us in the very beginning. That was when we fell, when everything fell apart. We fell from grace because of choices that were made in the garden. That was what was said to women, that we would desire our spouse. That's what we would desire. And we fight it, y'all. We fight it with this hot girl summer. We fight it with this city girl movement. We fight it with all this stuff that we hypersexualize ourselves. We do all these different things because ultimately deep down inside, all of us desire a connection. I can talk to any woman on any given day. They desire connection. And when they're in a connection, they either desire that connection or another connection. We desire connection. That is what was said to us when we fell from grace. Okay? And so it's a God-given desire to desire connection. It is a God-given desire to want to be with somebody. 100%. But what I've learned about God and timing is that sometimes we think we're ready for something that we're not. And I see this on these shows all the time, y'all. I be seeing these dating shows, and women say they're ready for marriage. They're ready for marriage. They're ready to be a wife. They meet this person, and y'all, they are selfish. They don't know how to make sacrifices. They don't know how to love their man the right way. They don't know how to really give in a relationship. And so they think they're so ready because they desire this connection so much, but they're not ready. And God may be training you right now for your mate. I believe that God has put something in me that he's training me for the man that I'm supposed to be with. He is making me ready. He is doing things within me, creating desires within me that my man is going to want from me. He is training me specifically for this man. And I have to trust him. I have to trust that whatever he is doing in this time is for a purpose. And a lot of times we want things to happen on our timing. And when it doesn't, we force things to fit that don't fit. It don't fit. And so I've gotten to a place where I'm like, okay, God, I ain't forcing nothing. You gonna tell my husband how to find me. You gonna tell my husband what to say to me. You already know. You already know what you need to tell my man. Because I know my man is going to come at me, and he's going to come at me. It's going to be like, whoo, Sam, buckle your seatbelts, girl. Buckle your seatbelt, because that's your husband, girl. That's your man right there. Woo! Get yourself together. Okay? That's what I'm believing. I'm believing that somebody said, thank you for your insight. You are alike. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you, guys. But I'm believing that if it's not happening right now, it's not supposed to happen. That there is something that maybe God needs to work on me. And there's always work that I need to be doing, y'all. Or maybe that person isn't ready for you yet. So I don't look at it. Oh my goodness. If it isn't Sloan. Y'all, Papa Sloan has entered the chat. Anybody that's been following me for a while, y'all know Papa Sloan now. Y'all know some Papa Sloan. Papa Sloan. Lanaya, you see who decided to come and show up today? Do you see who decided to come and show up, Lanaya? It is Papa Sloan in the chat, y'all. Welcome, Papa Sloan. Welcome, Papa Sloan. Welcome back, Papa Sloan. Y'all welcome our Papa Sloan back in the chat. Oh, yeah, Lanaya, tell them you already know that Lauryn Hill song now. Papa Sloan was a resident game changer. So anyway, Sloan says, love can be found in the strangest and most unusual ways. It can be found in the most unusual ways. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. 100% agree, Sloan. 100% agree. 100%. 100% agree. Love can be found in the most inopportune times. And I think sometimes when we want it so bad, we miss it. We miss it because we want it too bad. Y'all ever watching? Y'all know I love me some basketball. Y'all know that. You ever see somebody? I was watching one of the podcasts. Well, not a podcast. It was, I think it was Undisputed. I was watching the podcast. I was watching that show. And on Undisputed, they were talking about one of the games where the Mavs lost to the Timberwolves. And it was game 4. They wanted to close out, but they couldn't. And what they said was that the reason why, Kyrie didn't play well in this game, whether it's true or not, this was their perspective, but it's a point, is that he wanted it too bad. He wanted it too bad. And because he wanted it too bad, it got in the way of him playing the game the way he wanted to play it. He didn't let the game come to him. That's something that I've really identified with in my life, is like, I'm letting the game come to me. Let it come to me. Like, I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to force it. I'm going to let the game come to me. And so I say that to you guys as well. Sometimes we want it so bad that we end up missing the opportunity. We end up losing the game because we want it too bad. Sometimes we have to take a step back. And I've asked God to control my desire for that, because there's a part of me that really truly desires that. But there's a part of me that's also closed off. And so I'm in a space that I really have to, like, okay, God, I don't know. You know better than I do what you're doing. And you know better than I do who you're bringing. And I do certain things and I'll be like, okay, God, I'm letting it go. I'm going to stop. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do something different because I know that I'm trying to make something happen that maybe is not supposed to happen. All right, guys. It's 8:10, so I'm gonna go to 8:15. We gonna get off in time, y'all, so that we don't miss this game now. We're not gonna miss this game. I got a couple questions about how to directly communicate with me. You guys, the best way to connect with me is through the YouTube, through my email. That's the best way to communicate with me directly. How have you found dating in Atlanta? I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not the best person to ask about dating in Atlanta because I have not. In fact, I just hit up one of my friends. I'm just gonna keep it real. I hit one of my friends like, oh, you know what? I need to go. I need to go out. Like, I need to go out. I don't need to be isolated in my house because that's what I do. I like to be by myself. I like watching TV. I'm very much a homebody, straight up. And I hit up my friends. I was like, girl, I need to go out. We need to go out. I had to, got through something that I've been planning for 6 months and went to fruition. It was successful. Thank you, Jesus. And so now let's go out, friend. Let's go out. And she's like, oh, so you trying to come outside? I said, yeah, friend, I'm coming outside. I'm coming outside to play. I'm coming outside to play, baby. I'm coming outside to play. So I can't be the best indicator about dating in Atlanta. I am not the best indicator at all. There are other people that are outside and they can answer it better. I think it's terrible. I think if I went outside, it probably wouldn't be that bad. I don't think it's bad. I don't think dating in and of itself is bad. I think there's a learning curve in dating that's a little challenging, but it's not bad. It really, at this point, I'm very much I'm a homebody. And it's like I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because I just am. My email is teamlovesamanthalee@gmail.com. teamlovesamanthalee@gmail.com. The thing that I'm saying about dating is that you have to be in the right headspace, number one. And yeah, you have to be in the right headspace. And I think that I think guys are, I'm first of all, tribal, ain't nobody about to shoot they shot. Okay. Sam is not shooting her shot at nobody. Y'all, dating is different. Okay. Because a lot of men want you to shoot your shot. They want to be pursued. I was not taught that. I don't even think that's attractive. I don't think that's like a hot thing for me to do. Like, hey, I see you. What, like, that don't even sound like that's like attractive at all, y'all. Oh wow, Sloan, for real? Y'all, he found love. Sloan said he's only with one. Wow, Sloan. I love it. Yes, I'm right on schedule, Antoine. I'm right on schedule. Congratulations, Sloan. I love that for you. I really, really do. I love that for you. Absolutely. But yes, I think that for me, I am somebody that is I like, I don't know. I think that dating can be uncomfortable, and meeting somebody new, it's weird. You meet somebody new, you don't really know what they're gonna do. You could be very strange. So I am, somebody said, what are you doing in that situation when you're trying to get out there? I just said this week, I'm going to go outside. So I will let you guys know how that goes. I'm going outside. So I'm going to go outside. I'm not going to, although I like my little happy place at home, I'm going to go outside. So, but I don't think that dating in Atlanta is as bad. I just don't. I don't think dating in Atlanta is that bad. I have isolated myself. So it's me in my situation. I haven't chosen, because it's like, y'all think about it. It's like you go out, you meet somebody, and then you don't know, like, then it's like, okay, you communicate, you have a pretty decent time or not. And then you got to get comfortable with somebody again. I think that that's the hard part. It's like, okay, I got to go through like getting comfortable with someone again, trusting someone, like allowing myself to trust somebody again, getting into that, seeing some, I think that that's the thing. I think that's the thing. It's a little tough, and I'm a homebody. I like being at home. I like, I'm not the dress up type as much as people want me to be. Like this, oh, I would like to dress up and do that. No, I like athleisure. I like sweats. I like workout clothes. I don't want to dress up. I don't want to wear, y'all know I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I'm not like the makeup connoisseur. Some of these women got the makeup thing down. I don't, I don't know. I get in my head, y'all. I get in my head. I might travel. I told y'all. You can't be pick, Sam. You gotta pick. Ryan, why I gotta pick? Why can't they pick? They can't pick me? Whatever. Have you ever had a fear of being seen? I've recently lost 90 pounds, and although I changed physically, I feel insecure internally, both with women and life. I think that sometimes, John, to be honest with you, do I have a fear of being seen? I've had times where I'm like a little bit insecure about myself. Of course, we all have moments. We'd be lying if we always said we feel like 100 million. We on a million every time. Okay. So I totally relate to that. I understand not necessarily feeling the most confident about yourself, 100%. And I will say that when you do lose a lot of weight, it can feel like, I don't know, or whatever like that. But sometimes it's exposure therapy. Sometimes it's getting out, getting around people, getting comfortable, dressing up, finding something that you find your new swag, get you an outfit that you feel so confident in. Like, I don't know if you have sisters. I don't know if you have a female friend. I don't know if you've got any of those things, but if you do, go out shopping with them, find an outfit that you fit now and is bomb. Get you together. Like I remember, y'all, and I have no shame. When I was in high school, and even to this very millisecond, I can't dress. I'm not the dress up queen. I'm not the label girl. I'm not. I told somebody the other day, he was like, oh, I want, he was like, I want somebody with nice feet and they can dress and this, that, and the third. I was like, I'm gonna let you know now, I can't dress. I'm not I can't dress. I'm not into fashion like that. I'm just not. I'm not. So you're not gonna see me with a bunch of different things, because I just don't. I'm not into it. I'm not. He's like, oh, I can work with that. I mean, that's actually not that bad. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm just not. So I had to get to a place where I told a friend of mine who was into it to help me. And she got me, she got me together, y'all. She was like, she got my hair together. She got my swag together. She helped me. Like, I already had my own swag, but I'm saying, like, going out, like what I felt comfortable in. I started trying on clothes with her. I let her know what I was comfortable with, what I wasn't. She helped me kind of define what I liked as far as going out, what made me feel comfortable. And so again, sometimes it's about going out, getting somebody that you feel comfortable with, and start trying on different things. Somebody is like closer to your age. Get something that you feel good in. Okay, get you a fresh lineup. Get you the right cologne. Get y'all. And I will say this, and I'm actually going to shut up about it, but Y'all, make sure your smell is on point. Make sure your hygiene's on point. I had an incident the other day, and I will tell you this. A smell can make a man completely unattractive. So make sure your smell is together. If you got to take deodorant on the date, take deodorant. All right? Take cologne and deodorant on the date. Don't overdo it with the deodorant. And that's that. And that's that. Okay? Sloan said the woman he in love with is the daughter of his favorite taxi driver in the DR, and it just happened. We knew you was going to be with a Dominican girl now, Sloan. We know you like them some Spanish women now. Go ahead, Sloan. I love that for you. You know what? I love what love looks like on you, sir. But again, sometimes it's just about getting comfortable, John, to finish my point. Sometimes it's about getting comfortable, getting something that you feel confident in, and getting out. Exposure therapy. Just get out there. Start going out. Start being with friends. Start figuring your vibe out, okay? That doesn't mean you necessarily go approach women right away, but just go out with your boys. Get you a fresh lineup. Get you the right haircut. Get you the right clothes. Get in your swag. Define who you are. You are at an exciting point in your life right now, John. You have redefined yourself. You done lost some weight. You're on a new wave. Redefine it. Have fun with it. How many people get to redefine themselves today? Take it by the wings. I've been there. I've done it. And y'all, I feel like I did a great job with it. So you can do it too, John. You can absolutely do it too. You are at a perfect place. You are at a stellar place. You are at the best place. So you just get out there, get your swag together, redefine what John gonna do. Look at, even go on Pinterest, go on different looks, be like, I like this look, I like this look, I like this look. Start creating you. Start creating the man you want to create, who you want to be. Don't be limited by your past. Just continue to grow and go, okay? Don't let you, when we overthink things, we are stagnant. I was just coaching somebody the other day, and he saw a girl that he had been crushing on for over a year. He saw her, she just happened to be on the same flight as him. And I was like, shoot. If it doesn't work, it's okay. One man for you. But shoot. Shoot your shot. Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about, she got her headphones in, she got this. Shoot. Don't take it personal. Just go. Do what you do. And y'all, he talked to her, got her number. Period. But he was overthinking. He was in his head. And so he didn't move. Because yes, there is a risk of rejection, but there's also a risk of reward. So don't let you get in the way of you. Don't let that enemy get in the way of moving forward, okay? You got a bright future, John. You got a breath in your body. You got purpose. The best is yet to come. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, minds can't even imagine all that God has planned for you. I said, don't overdo it with the cologne, not deodorant. Don't overdo it with the cologne. All right. All right, guys. Well, it's 8:24, y'all. It's 8:24. We got 6 minutes to the game. So, y'all, I am going to jump off and get ready. Get ready, family. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go ahead and watch this daggone game tonight. But I love you guys, okay? I love y'all. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the Cash Apps. Thank you guys for the Super Chats. Thank you guys for showing up. It was great to see you, Sloan. It was great to see Antoine and Master Tyrones and Jason and MJH, STYL. It was great to see all my tribal. Thank you for always doing a great job with the moderation. I thank you guys for just an amazing night. Just Ryan came through. Just Ryan gave me the answer to my question. He said, you are more psychologically literate than most, so you're technically in the pursuing position because of the state of my mind. You see too much to not be the person that chooses. Ryan, that's a great answer. Wow. I didn't think about that. Okay. All right. I ain't mad at that. All right, family. Well, thank you guys for the support. Listen, I guess tonight I'm rooting for the Celtics. Y'all rooting for the Mavs? So tonight we just going to go with it. We're going to talk next week and see how that goes. I will see you guys on Wednesday of next week. The week after that, I will not be going live, but I will be going live next week. And we will be talking and talking and talking. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live. I hope you enjoyed the game tonight. And we will be back. We will be back. We will be back, Game Changer Nation. I love you guys. Like this video, please. Comment, share, subscribe. Please don't be a stranger. I love you guys and have a great night, okay? Bye-bye.